All right. Hello. Quick intro. My name is Mark. I'm starting these. I thought about doing like a journal entry for my past experiences of dating or online dating, that is. And I just felt like, you know what? Maybe I can upload this and have people hopefully learn from my experiences of the weird world that is online dating. I just went through my old emails right now and I just found out when I started. It is now 2020 and I started in 2007 with Craigslist. I was going through some of my Craigslist responses, and oh, it was so different back then. I wasn't fat yet. By fat, I mean I went up to 270 pounds. Ooh, that's a story in itself. We can get to that later. But yeah, so I just wanted to get right into it, not waste any time. Going through my first Craigslist ads that I sent out. Ugh, what is this? Okay. Was this a reply to me or was it? Nope, nope, this is my signature. Okay, this was my message. I said, "Hey baby, I am very willing to do the things you love most. Please contact me so we can get together sometime. Thinking of you." And I I had an automated write in for my signature, so it's like Mark and my last name. So it just kind of giving a lot of information around there. I was just horny. I'm 33 now. That was 2007. Let's see. I graduated in 2005, 6, 7. Okay, I was 20 years old. Wasn't even old enough to drink, even though I don't drink alcohol. Period. But again, I'm not gonna get too into it. So back then, what I do wrong with this immediately? Immediately, I'm saying like I'm talking to this person. Obviously, I'm not looking for a relationship, but obviously, I'm looking to have sex. Please contact me. Oh, okay. Let's just go to another one. Okay, what do we got here? Here's one. Hey, my name is Mark. I'm 5'11", 185 pounds. I don't think I weighed that much. Back in 2007, I was starting to get fat, so I was definitely lying there. Um, I enjoy staying out, work at a security job late night until 11 p.m. Oh, what the hell? My mind is way off. Okay. This is when I was working Target Security. Ooh, that was a that was a job. Hi. I wasn't the undercover. What I was is the visual deterrent they called it. We actually had a full I never got a picture of myself. I only worked there for 10 months. I got a full body uniform like black, almost like a security guard. I had handcuffs, a walkie-talkie, and that was about it. I'd stand at the front greeting people. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I can't get into the basic details, or else Target might get pissed at me. But screw it. Who cares? Basically, I was a visual deterrent, and I would call out, to our people in the store, security. Hey, this guy looks suspicious. Hey, this guy looks suspicious. And about, well, I'd say 2% of the time, we'd actually get on someone, and then even a less chance of that to actually take the guy down. I can't. Okay, I can't go too deep into it, otherwise I'm getting out information of Target. But basically, yeah, it was kind of like, "Hey, welcome to the store. Can can I help you steal anything?" Good. Comes back later with like 5 items in his hand. There's no one here to help me. Well, have a good day, sir. No, I'm just kidding. But sometimes it was like that. Target security is a joke. I won't even get into it. But anyways, going back. Okay, so this is back in 2007. I'm working for Target, and what was I doing? I just wanted to get laid. I was like, I'm a security guard. I'm the big boy. I should wear my uniform. It'll impress her. Let's go to another response. Here's pictures of me. Wow, that is the best picture I've seen of myself. I'm not gonna show it, but I'm not even smiling. Oh wait, in the next picture, you call that a smile, boy? Ugh. Oh man, so many memories coming through. Oh, there's when I had that. My best friend had this motorcycle jacket, and it was awesome. So I was like, "All right, yeah, yeah, give me a picture of myself in there, yeah." Oh, those are the times. 185 pounds. How I lied to myself. So what was Craigslist like back then? Craigslist was it wasn't fully contaminated. I mean, there were still these girls on there who were the prostitutes, whores, whatever you want to call them. They, oh, I said whores. I'm gonna get a lot of offends out there, and it was you couldn't say money on the ad. You had to say, how was it? Oh yes. So I cost 300 roses. And I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, really? I have to get you 300 roses? That's $8 a rose? I know they're not that much, but it's like, okay, let's just say $4 a rose and $1,200 to do this. But then I realized it was this dumb thing that, they can't say cash, so they'd say 300 roses. And, they'd say, sometimes they even input your phone number, which was really adapted later on before Craigslist was shut down, where they'd say, hi, I'm looking for one man to reach me any time of the day. 224. We're really happy to service you. 36. And then suddenly you'd see these numbers randomly pop up. And if you counted them, those were the digits of the phone number of the person you could contact them at. It was kind of like a way to cheat the system, I think, for the girls to, you know, make it so they could give out their phone number without maybe their automatic algorithm saying there's a phone number here automatically deleted. I don't know if it was initiated in 2007. What are my stories from 2007? What worked? Uh, I know there was one that worked. I'm trying to go through all my emails and oh, look at that fat boy. That guy is not. That's me. That guy is not 185 pounds. I weigh 190 now, so yeah, I'm nowhere near that in these photos. You can totally see my neck. You can always tell by the neck how big they are. Well, I can't say that because, again, with this dating thing, it's so easy when you're taking a picture. It's like if you look down and take the picture or have the phone below you, you got the goblin neck. But, as everyone does, they reach up for that upper shot. Your neck stretches. It doesn't show as much. And then they just have that cutout shot of their face. Hi. And then suddenly, like, ooh, she looks good, You can just Google it. You find the meme of. Lost my train of thought there. Find the meme of, like, okay, Cupid in real life. Oh no, I screwed that up. Okay, Cupid profile picture. Okay, Cupid in real life. And I think it's a picture of a cat's head, and then the next photo is like this huge blob of a cat that's the same cat, but oh, I'm sorry, I'm just having fun. Look at these. I even say, here's another email I sent. You looking for a good night out? I can make it happen. 20, white, 185 pounds. 5'11". Face pics included. Ooh, that's oh god, I'm getting so cringe just looking at these old. Let's see here. Oh, here's a response. Hi, I saw your Craigslist bulletin. Misspelled bulletin there. If you feel up for it, I'm the guy who can give you a quickie. Oh wait, this is me. Oh, I'm responding to an ad. I thought this was a guy. That's what you meant. Oh god. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Next. Saw your hot profile. Up. I started in some of my message. I started adding clean. So I was like, I'm 2511 and clean. Since everything on Craigslist is a dirty, dirty place. As much as I had problems with Craigslist, at least back then Craigslist worked for the most part. You rarely got spam. I mean, when you went onto the personal ads, it was like a godsend if you saw a ad with pictures included. And then it was finding pictures of not someone who was fat. That was just the big thing. Oh, that's the big thing. Of course, I fell victim to that, where I was like, that's an apps. I'm getting too far ahead. I got to stick with the Craigslist of back then. Craigslist of back then. I was living with my best friend at the time, and we both were single. It was like one of the best times of my life, and throughout the day for a couple months, I just get these texts from him. He'd say, "Hey, dude, check this girl out," and he just constantly send these to me. But I had a phone, one of those flip phones, those Motorola Red. Oh, I missed that phone. What was it? I forget it. And it was just, I just wish we still had those phones nowadays. I'm gonna look that up. Rolla Red flip phone. There it is. The Motorola. Is there a name for it? Well, if you Google Motorola flip phone, the red phone that is mostly comes up. It's just a nice thin phone. The battery lasted for days. I just thought it was the most awesome thing, and it worked. I liked it. I really liked it. But anyways, I'm getting too off track. Let's go back to the emails. Another hey there. I didn't get any responses here. Oh, wait, here's one. I sent a response. Hey there, nice profile on Craigslist. I am like you. I have a little overbelly. I can never find the right girl to meet. Wow, did I just say I'm like you? I'm fat. Oh man. Uh, and then here's the response. NSA Sex A sounds hot. Write me back if you're interested. But didn't I? But I sent the message saying, I'm. See, back then I didn't know how to identify bots, but nowadays it's just so second nature to identify bots. Bots back then, I was suckered in so easily this one time. They invited me to AIM, AOL Instant Messenger. It was still a big thing back then, and we were chatting. I'll never forget. It was 3 hours of chats. I was slamming that keyboard. I was so happy. My best friend was sitting right next to me, and I was just so ecstatic, just typing. And like, she started saying, "Well, I'm not gonna say she. Who knows if it was a he or she." Um, they always say there's certain key things that will immediately identify. I can share them with you. That will immediately identify that they're spam. One, the thing I should have seen. They write, "Are you still there?" Spam, over, it's done, get out. If they're asking, "Are you still there?" Either one, most likely they're spam, or two, they're crazy. And crazy girl will constantly want your attention at specific times. I had a crazy girlfriend. I can get into that later. And so, yeah, one, number one thing, are you still there? Number two, what they're saying sounds too good to be true. For example, now I know there are women out there that like to send long first messages, but I got to be honest. 95, 96% of the time, I've got to send the message first and initiate the conversation. It's just how it is. I've come to accept it. I've hated it and wanted to change it over the years. And sometimes I get messages, but they're nothing. Anyways, so if the girl sends a message first, just got to read it carefully. Most of the time, it's like, "Hey there, hi," or maybe there's a question. Normally, if I see like a sent message and then immediately another sent message and then a third, I mean, alarm bells start going off. That's an initial counter that you're dealing with a spam because they'll usually have long pre-made messages ready to hit. Do I still? I get so mad. I just delete them and block them immediately when I get spam. I should really start keeping them. Anyways, okay, I'm trailing off again. We gotta focus on the Craigslist thing. Okay, let's go back and see if I can find. All right, here's another response. Okay, here we're discussing where we live. Let's see. This was the last email between us. Oh no, I don't live there. Laugh out loud. And I don't know. I guess I stopped there. Oh, and yeah, I'm starting to see what probably made her run away. Over messaging. The main thing I did back then is like if they stopped responding, I'd be like throughout the multiple times of the day, I would just send an email out and be like, "Hi, how's it going? I was wondering if you're still interested to meet up." I learned. Okay, it was a learning experience. I had to just make sure they were still interested in me. I was just like, I was addicted to the messaging. I wanted to get out of email into texting. Of course, back then that was when texting wasn't free. I didn't realize that until I was still on my mom's plan. And later, I had this one texting with this one girl at work, and oh man, I think it was $60 over. Man, they must have made so much money back then. But yeah, $60 over of just, ooh, my mom was pretty pissed. Okay. Here we go. I've got another sent email. It's getting a little bit more clever. Hey, nice profile on Craigslist. If you're already up f- if you are really up for some slow down. If you are really up for a spontaneous, passionate relationship, I am going for the same thing. I live in my location. Write me back if you want to exchange photos or talk more and meet up. Huh. The only way I screwed up there is I said, if you are really up for a spontaneous, passionate relationship. That sounds fun, huh? Okay, moving on. Let's go to some other ads. Right there. This girl actually sent me some photos. Yep, she was big like me. No surprise there. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking at the pictures. I wish I could share them, but then might have information I don't want to show. Just reading all these emails. There's nothing big about it. So the main thing I want to get out for the old Craigslist was I was dumb, I was stupid, but it was fun. It worked. Rarely I got those spams, but for the most part, there were legitimate people on there. Right before it closed, it was just a spam fest. Right before Craigslist closed, it was just a spam fest of just all these different things. You'd put up an ad, you'd get all these weird things, and then also guys would be messaging me. I'd get messages from guys saying, hey, I'm looking for a guy that just wants head all the time. You're not getting it from the ladies. Well, I can give it to you for free. Just give me an email back and I'll come over and suck your dick. And I'm like, I didn't even respond. I didn't even know. I'm like, dude, what? I clearly said men for women. Those are the sections too. Men for women, men for men, casual encounters. What were the others? Um, strictly platonic, missed connections. Apparently, missed connections work. That was the place where if you like, you saw someone and then they both knew about missed connections, you can go on there and put an ad, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, that was me! I saw him! I saw her! Oh my God, I got to contact her." It was a fun thing. It was cool. I think they should have kept that up. That and strictly platonic. But then people would have found a way to exploit it. Hi there. Like this. Hi there. I'm looking for a friend, a friend to just hang out with. Then you meet up with the person and oh God, it's so many. I could just trail off. I have so many things to tell about online dating, but I'm trying to stick with this old Craigslist thing and it's just not working. M True Love. What's this? That's that same girl. What? A lot of these are just. Okay, sorry. I'm just. Saw your hot photo. Okay, anything by me, I'm not going to answer. Okay, I mean. Joe Cardwell. Who's this? Oh, yeah, right here. See, like, there are three pictures in here. One's this girl. Oh, she's cute. She has overalls on. Awesome. Next picture. Oh, she's naked. Her nipples are pierced. Oh, okay. And then the final photo is a guy. Yeah, a guy. Um, oh, wait a minute. This is a guy messaging this. Here are some pics. Please send yours too. Include some naked ones that might. Oh my God, please tell me I didn't do that. Oh God, I think I might have. I think I might have responded. Hold on. I gotta find it. Where was I? Uh, um, is it M True? Oh shit, I lost where I was. Oh, there it is. Oops. Okay, this one. Oh my god, I did send pictures of myself naked. Oh my god. Oh, look at that fat boy. Oh wait, this is after I moved. Oh yeah, I'm just looking at myself. Oh shit. I cannot believe I sent naked pictures of myself. Oh god, now people are gonna be like, oh, there's naked pictures of himself. We gotta find it and expose him. Well, I guess if that one guy I sent the email to eventually. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, so I moved, and then I kept messaging. This was a guy who apparently was advertising for this one girl who was like, it was like she wants two guys and a girl on her. I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. But then eventually I realized what the hell I was doing, and it wasn't my thing. All right, let's go to this one. So I sent a message to this lady, and then they responded with, "I want to be with you right now," and I responded a smiley face. Oh yeah, I was like, "Here's another one." I said, um, "Hey, I have a cell phone right now. There's my number. I can't text you. I have a phone by next month. You could text me if you want." Oh my god, because I canceled my phone. Oh yeah, I only had a landline at this time. So this girl's like, "Hey, you could text me here," and I was like, I only have a home phone right now. So, oh yeah, I was asking, hey, your ad said all you said are 29 and female, the 29F. Remember that old way of talking? Well, I'm a psych major, not really an email person. What else would you like to know? Let me check my phone. You called. It should work. Wait, what's this? Let me check my phone. I didn't receive your call. You called this number, right? It should work at 7 p.m. Maybe she was saying it should work at 7 p.m. I should call you, or I don't know. It was weird. So when I was living here, undisclosed location, I went from job hunting. I was living with my mother, and it was free room and board. And damn it, dude, did I just go to town with it? I was so lazy. I completely just shut out the world and let everything slide. It was awesome. That's why I put on so much weight. Free room and board, my own place. The only thing I really had to do was take care of the dog, our greyhound. Nice little girl she was, a wild one. Or if you weren't up in the morning, she'd piss out everywhere. Okay, I'm trailing off again. Let's get back to it. What else can I say about this time of Craigslist? I did have a couple girls I met up with. Met up with one who was clearly just one of my flings, and yeah, that was an interesting one. I'll never forget that because for a time it was me and my brother living in the house, and this one time we were on the couch just watching a movie, and my brother went in to go to bed, but he had his light on, so we could see the light under the door, and we were just in the living room. And right then and there, we just started fondling and did it right then. I mean, we were just we were just having sex right there. At any second, my brother could open the door and see us. It didn't happen, luckily, but uh, oh my gosh, yeah, that wasn't one of my proudest moments because I don't know, it just was horrible. It's probably one of my worst sex experiences. I kind of just like was up there, like, yeah, this is awesome, and she was. I don't know if she was faking it, but I don't know. Maybe we were both faking it as we were doing it, and it was just awkward. And uh, that was so. Yeah, that was my. Was that my only time I ever got together with? I did get with her a second time because I thought maybe the second time could be better. But the story with her, she drove to me. I didn't. What did I have in living down there? I didn't have a car. I didn't have a cell phone at the time. I didn't have a job. Oh my god. I even lied to her that I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to work, so I can't talk right now. Bye." And oh, it was so bad back then. And yet I still managed to get laid. So hey, that's something. I managed to make Craigslist work for myself. Oh, jeez. What else? What else? Okay. Going through emails. Hey, here's a new picture of myself. Hey, that's not too bad. That's back when I used to play computer games and I'd bite on my shirt whenever I was in intense moments. I- So a lot of my shirts were destroyed because I bit right through the collar. Uh, let's see. Here's a response. Hi, I'm 17. I hope that's not a problem. Yeah, it is, but knowing my if I can see my response. Oh God, I'm just a horny idiot. Okay, so yeah, I'm a 17. This is what she wrote. Hi, I'm 17. I hope that's not a problem. I like dating older guys because they don't any drama, and guys my age are like blah. I do like to party sometimes, dirt biking, smoke 420, but not that much. I have 2 tattoos and snake bites, smiley face. I honestly don't know what that means, snake bites, but I assume it's something sexual. Um, I got a car, but it's getting fixed at the moment. Currently searching for a job. Senior in high school, but only go for 2 hours. So yeah, I ain't like them other girls who start shit or drama. Just laid back chick. I'm really mature. I don't want to, and I don't act all wannabe and shit. But yeah, if you want to know me, hit me up. And no, I ain't gonna get you in trouble or anything. I'm assuming she's referring to the fact that she's 17 and that's statutory rape. So yeah, and I hope you write back. My response: Hi. Well, you could say I'm willing to go out with someone younger than me. Sorry, I trailed off there. Let me read that again. Well, I could say I'm willing to go out with someone younger than me. You seem like a nice girl. I live just south of you, so we're not too far apart. I am job hunting as well. I just got laid off from Ross. Oh my. No, I didn't even work at Ross. I was kind of volunteering there. But I was volunteering at Ross, but I said I got laid off to, I guess, make myself feel better. I'd like to get to know you better. Here's some pictures so you have something to look and go by. Look and go by. What was I referring to? She's gonna rub her one out for herself, or for women, is that rub one in? I don't know. I got that quote from Family Guy. Don't quote me on it. Okay, so that girl I have no memories about. Here's seems to be a legitimate response. Hi, I don't normally reply to these kinds of ads, but honesty is good and a good trait to have. My name is Christina. What's yours? I guess there's no real reason to say names. It's not like this is. I mean, 2008. This is 12 years ago. Who the hell is gonna go through my emails? Well, I guess someone could. Here's something. Okay. Oh, here's a good indication that it's spam. Oh wait, no, no, no. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I what I misjudged to be a spam message was just a signature. She says, "Hi, I'm also 22. I'm looking for to build. Wait, I'm 22. I'm also 22 and am looking for to build. Okay, shoot, a nice, honest relationship. Email me back if you want." And it said, "Thank you, Sabrina. Dot by." So I believe that's the signature. It could be spam. But, also another way to immediately identify spam, if there's any website link, if there's any indicate oh, yep, here's another one. If there's any website link, and these are just coming back to my head as I'm thinking of it, and if they say, my phone is dying, or I don't use this app much, you can contact me here. That's usually what's the difference between a spam and a real person? Because I actually met this girl who was a real person, and so a spam will immediately just say, "Hey, I don't use this app much. Here's my number to text." And then they'll eventually lead to the link to join their website. But a legitimate girl will go like this. This is how she messaged me. Such a long pause, sorry. I was just thinking I just had it and lost it. Oh yeah, it was I hate talking on this app. I want to let you know that this is what she's saying. I want to let you know I'm looking for an honest, true relationship. Is that what you were looking for?" And then I replied, "Yes." And then she asked, "Would you like to either talk on the phone or text?" And I said, "Sure, that sounds like a great idea." See, the fact that she asked me the question, usually, no, I should say 100% of the time, they just say, "Here, text me here." Now, there have been instances in the past where, oh, you know what? You know what? Screw it. Just if they give you your number, look it up. If it's in a local area code, take a risk. But if it's out 6 states from you, no, don't do it. That is total spam. Anywhere, I know there's a chance that they could have moved there, but honestly, come on. If it's out of the state, it's going to be spam. And I still fell for it a lot of times. I hope you guys can learn from that. Okay, Okay, and we are back. Had to switch emails there. We're going up to after I moved back. So like I moved from my hometown down to live with my mom, moved back. That's when we started with the Craigslist. That got went out of control, went back down, lived there, and then came back. And so now we're back to where I'm up here. I've changed my emails and it's much more organized. Let's see here. Let's see about this email. This looks like a legitimate email. Hi, my name is Jamie. I'm 24 years old, currently not a student. School starts in May. Yay. I guess I'm on Craigslist because I am in this relationship on and off. I hate and I just want to break out and try something new. Wow, run on sentence. I swear I can write. I swear I can write. I was an English major at one point, lol. There's an app on the phone that you can write your emails for, so I'm using it and it sucks. About me, I'm Caucasian, I'm 24 years old. Like I said, I have long blonde hair, blue eyes, about 5'6", weigh about 150. Get back to me if you're interested about the period. Lol. Get back to me if you're interested about. Get back to me if you're interested. Sorry about the period. Lol. Okay, I misread that. And then I wrote, "It's okay, don't be so embarrassed when writing. I am interested. I'm 25, as you saw, white, 6 foot, extra weight on me." I had to sneeze. Oh, there's my old phone number. Huh, if I ever need it. Oh, here's her picture. So we were messaging back and forth. Well, and they were, right now I just dumped my ex for the 100th time a couple days ago. I have a blackout in martial arts, but like to get back into getting shape. I'm bored, killing with nothing to do. I like hiking and snowboarding. Kind of a tomboy. I'm down for anything. And then I said, "Well, I'm sorry about your breakup. I don't want to put any pressure on you." Oh, if you can describe me with one word, it's just I'm nice. I always thought of myself as the energetic and just energetic guy. I was like, I have so much energy, which is true. But apparently, the trait that everyone, especially my best friend and his wife, they said it's like I can get another story about that where I was too nice. It was with an ex, and oof, nice. I am just the nicest guy in the world, and maybe that's why eh, I've just had lack of success because I'm just too nice, too straightforward, not like, you know, chest pounding, aggressive, and anyways. So I said, "Yeah, I don't want to put any pressure on you." And she responded with, "It's no big deal." And then I replied, "All right, are you looking for more of a friend right now, or are you really interested in starting over again?" Okay, I was a bit blunt with that, but I mean, I'm just letting it out there. "I want to get to know someone, starting over," was her response. I was like, and I said, "All right, well, I'll do my best not to disappoint you." My humor was still building back then. So let's see. So, let's see, what type of movies do you like? I wrote. Horror is my favorite. Oh, this girl liked horror movies? Wait. Um, Man, I love horror movies. And finding a girl who actually likes watching horror movies is a rare thing to find. I have my list of 3 things to find in a girlfriend. Not if I could match them all, I mean, that's like that you know hot versus what is that chart? Remember hot versus sexy chart? Is that it? No, that's both the same thing. Oh, hot versus crazy. Yeah, like on a hot versus crazy chart. That's like, kind of like my chart. My three things are if they like horror movies, if they like roller coasters, energetic things like roller coaster skydiving. So yeah, let's just say horror movies, roller coasters, or camping in the mountains. If they can hit one of those three, I'm happy. If they hit all those three, wow, I don't know what I would do. I would just probably get overexcited and lose myself. Anyway, so she said, "Horror is my favorite. What about you? Text me instead." And there was no number listed. And so I said, "I don't see your number, but mine is this." And I don't have memories on that, so obviously it didn't go anywhere. Okay, moving on. How long have I been recording? Okay, I don't want to go on for too long. All right, these are Craigslist posts of things I was selling. Do. Selling, 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 selling. Okay. So what did I learn from Craigslist at this point? At this point, I was, if you listen to my messages, it was okay. It wasn't the best. I knew how to keep a conversation going. I'd usually initiate. I'd put up ads on Craigslist and then also respond to as many ads as I could. I'd refresh every day, see if I could see something new. I just was always on there. I was really driven, and I still am driven now. It's just not to the point. It's really gotten redundant after all these years. It's been what? 13, 12, 13 years I've been doing this, and hey, still single, so I'm not. Anyways, just going with Craigslist was still fun. It worked. It had, as I said, just repeating myself, it had spam, but I met people. I was still getting on dates, even if they didn't go anywhere, even if I was just texting them, The thrill of that late night texting, oh, I haven't had that in a while. Mainly because I don't stay up that late anymore. I have a very strict schedule for my diet, but it just keeps me sane. I used to stay up till 2, 3 a.m. Now I go to bed at 9:30, 10:30 to get up really in the morning and do my workout. It's the best time for me to do it in the morning. I'm trailing off. Okay. So the main thing with Craigslist, I would say, what did I learn from it? Spam. I learned how a better dealing with spam. I learned how to better write responses and talk to women because since I was still am a nerd, a gamer, I would and I didn't drink. I didn't go out to bars. I didn't go out to parties. I I just was stuck behind my computer, and that's where I learned how to go out and talk to people, in a sense. Man, really been that long of a time. Wow. And I don't even remember when Craigslist started. I heard it was in the 90s or even earlier because I was talking to some people who actually met online and they were saying, I was like, oh, I said I was there in 2007 when Craigslist started. And they're like, oh, no, those online ads were available way, way back when. They didn't say when, but I really wish it could come back. I know there would just be a spam fest, but I miss it. It just probably because one of my relationships started there, like my actual relationship. So after I'd moved back up here, where I am now, I was just completely lost for a bit. But then my dad had a neighbor who needed a reliable guy. So one thing I will boast about myself is, I'm just the most trustworthy guy. You tell me to do something, I'll do it. You order me to do it, I'll get there. You can trust that I'll finish it, which is the same way of trust I can have in a relationship. You can look at me and say, "Ooh, is that guy gonna cheat on you?" Nope, never done it in my life, never will. I never thought the thing of cheating is just a. I mean, why? You're in a relationship that you committed with this person. I just don't get desire of cheating. Because if you want to cheat, you're obviously not happy with that person you're with. So you need to just end it. I've been listening to a lot of Bill Burr, and he's just a master of relationship advice. And I'm just giving you advice on online dating. So if you really want to listen to a good guy talk about relationship, head over to Bill Burr podcast. He is the man. Yeah, I just trail off when I lose my train of thought. Okay, so I'll just start with my best experience. I had started losing weight. My job had a Gold's Gym right next door. I walked 100 feet and I was at a gym. And for the first few years, it didn't even occur to me in my mind. I had tried going on diets off and on again, and I could get a whole spiel about diets and how to do that, or better ways to do that. I can't tell you how to do it because, it's got to be like a thing. I started losing weight like mad. I was like, you know what? How many times have I tried to diet? And I just went for it. And I lost weight so fast, I still have some excess skin on my stomach. And it's not really noticeable probably to people, but every time I look in the mirror, I see it. Anyways, I'm trailing off. I went on this Craigslist. Let me just say, in the past, I had dated white girls, black girls, Hispanic girls, all of them at or near the same weight I was, which was heavy set. And I can get into the stories of like, what's it like when two fat people do it? And I can get pretty detailed on what it's like. It's not fun. Not a fun story you like to share. So, anyways, my first success. There was this girl, an Asian girl, and when I was fat and I still had the fat guy mentality, even though I'd lost so much weight, I just thought of Asians as like out of reach. They weren't even an option. I saw them and I was like, "Oh man, they're so hot and thin. What chance do I have?" My confidence was low. So I put up another Craigslist ad after I'd lost weight, and this girl actually responded. This Asian girl, and she even sent a photo with her response. Let me look it up really quick so I have a better reference. Oh wait, there it is. Yes, here's the picture of her. It was in a. I was like, "What is this photo?" It was like everything about this photo, like what? For one, it was an Asian girl. So I'm like, huh? Two, there was a Siberian husky she had on a leash. I was like, what? Three, she is in front of a cabin in the mountains. My favorite place to be, the mountains. And she's up there walking her dog. And I'm like, what? Who is this girl? Let me go through the messages. I want to go through this piece by piece. How much time do I have? Okay, I've got 13 minutes. Um, yeah. Hello, I saw your Craigslist posting. I want to meet new people that I can hang out with and talk on my free time. Sorry, I always forget to describe who's talking. This is her talking. I'm 22, Asian, live here. My work schedule is weird, so I don't have time to go out and meet new people. That's why I'm on here. I'm shy at first, but warm up quickly. Oh my God. I just wanted to do a little rant real quick. That is like 90% of women's profiles, especially Asians. They are just like, I'm a bit shy at first. Once you get to know me, though, I'm really talkative. But at first, I'm really shy. That is like, I, when I wake up, I don't do it in the morning, but I talk about it in the day, and I just go through and I'm just swiping right. I see Asian profiles. I just want to say I'm a bit shy at first, but I warm up real easily once I get to know you. That is probably the most copy pasted line I see nowadays. But anyways, back to what she was saying. She says, and then she says, we could talk first and see if it goes well and meet each other in person. And it doesn't show my response, which is weird. These are all her responses. Oh, and then this is where it just took off. This girl was just what? Right here. She was like, "Hey, my name's Jennifer, by the way. What's yours?" I saw that in Craigslist posting that you played computer games. Which ones do you play? And I was like, this girl is asking me about what computer games I play. I couldn't fathom what was going on. Again, Asian, picture in the mountains, talking about computer games. So I just said, "Screw it. This is what I play." And then she replies, "I see. Recently, I've been playing a lot of League of Legends and Diablo 3." I'll never forget. I was sitting there in my chair with my jaw just dropped. Like, I, this was like the dream girl, and this is why I lost myself in the relationship and didn't see certain things. I was just totally awestruck at what this girl was. Asian, interested in me. She's actually responding. That's a main thing. I should also quote on to tell if a girl's interested. At first, she'll rapidly respond to your messages, and then when they're really interested in you, like really want to get to know you, they'll take the time to message you first. After about, how should I say, I'd say 3 or 4 days. If maybe she responds instantly, that's a kind of a good sign to your messages. But if it takes like 3 to 4 hours for her to respond, and she's never ever initiating, she's not that interested in you. When a girl is interested in you, she'll take the time to message you. That's just my experience. You could tell me otherwise, like, "Oh, I'm a very passive person and I like the guy to initiate," as even my mom says, like she's giving me some old world stuff. Again, I'm trailing off. If they message you, they're interested in you. Okay? That's just a key pointer right there. So anyways, back to this. So I listed oh, there's a little response for myself. Um, we were just discussing different things. Like everything was working out well. And what was our first date? I'm trying to think. What was it? Oh, we met at Chili's. That's right. That's right. We met at Chili's. It was just a dinner was my thing back then. It was Chili's. Oh yeah, then I asked about her photo, and then I think we exchanged numbers at that point because I don't see any more emails. But what went wrong with her? I was so awestruck by it that I didn't see certain red flags, and I'll list them. So one of the things was I still was in the newbie status of relationships, and I was sensitive, but I didn't understand texting too much because again, I didn't have a phone for a while. So I'd misread or misinterpret certain text messages where I should would have at another time, like nowadays. For example, she sometimes texted me, "What would no, sorry, trailing off." She texted me, "Oh, I just had a bad day today and I'm really feeling down." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." And that was it. And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." And then later she said, "Aren't you going to ask or try to make me feel better?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was supposed to." Right there, made a mistake. And we got in a little argument. Oh, was that with her too? I'm sorry, my mind is just trying to remember everything and I'm just coming back. So I'm going to trail off for a second. When I was fat, I didn't brush my teeth at all. Maybe once or twice a week. My mouth isn't like a decayed. I still have a bunch of my teeth. No, I'm just kidding. And so what happened was a couple of my rear molars started to decay, and basically that meant that at some point when I was in this relationship with this girl here, one of my teeth cracked open and exposed a nerve. And let me tell you, it is fucking painful. Holy shit. It's like it's amazingly painful of just the nerves exposed. And during the day I could shove down pills and I'd be okay. But at nighttime, I don't know, multiple dentists have told me this. They say there's no way to nullify the pain, and that is true. I one time almost overdosed. Okay, not really close to overdose, but I took like 10 ibuprofen at once, and it didn't do anything. I was literally just clawing the walls in pain. And so, what I the only thing that would really work is this numbing agent that you'd squirt, right directly onto the tooth, and then that would numb it. So when I was with my girlfriend, after one of the pain right before she got there, I squirted some in my mouth, and like, so she comes over, we're cuddling on my bed, and so of course we start making out, and then it completely blocked my mind that I had numbing agents in my mouth because I was so lost with her, and then she's like, My mouth is going numb. And I was like, "Oh, yeah, about that. I'm having some tooth pain, so I put some numbing agent in there." Yeah, that was something. Anyways, um, that was a girl too. We didn't have sex, and I was still like I didn't want to fuck things up. I know I've started swearing around, but that's who I am. I swear. And I was just so that was a mistake I made. I was so focused on trying not to do bad. I did bad by doing that. I was so focused on doing things that I thought were right. So we're there making out, foreplaying, and I didn't want to break things too quickly since we had been going together for a month. And I had heard, oh, you have to wait several months before you have sex. You got to prolong it. So I was like, that was stuck in my head. And so we got real close, but I didn't do it. And I think she was turned off by that because she started getting less talkative. Um, that was at my place when it was infested with roaches. Whew. That's a story in itself. I have so many stories I can just go off on a tangent about. But basically, what ended the relationship is I yeah, I wasn't very aggressive in her sexual advances on me because I was trying to take it easy and she lost interest eventually. But there were red flags. So there were a couple of red flags I didn't see. One, when we and I another thing, I still didn't have a car. Can you believe that? I didn't even get my first car until I was 28. It was 2016. So, no, 29. I was 28 or 29 years old before I got my first car. Imagine that. I used a bike for all my means of transportation for all those years. 2007 to 2016. Imagine that. And borrowing other people's cars. So her parents bought her a car. And I would drive around with her, but after the second month, I was like I started some things I rushed, some things I didn't. Anyways, I wanted to introduce the parents, and she was like, her answer was not like, "Oh, I'm not ready for that," but her answer was no, like no, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And by the third month, I could see other things. So one, she absolutely didn't want to introduce to her parents. She didn't want to be introduced to friends. It was kind of like a hidden relationship type of thing, and I thought that was had to deal with maybe her Asian heritage, Asian background. I don't know if that's the way to describe it. Basically, her parents wanted her focused on other things rather than relationships, and she didn't want to show them. And from there, it just started spiraling out. I was again losing myself. I could totally see it was going to end, but I didn't want to accept it. Oh, it was like that was my one breakup I'll never forget. I wanted to move out of my place, my roach infested place. So I was I finally took it up and said, "Okay, listen, I'm moving out. I'm gonna move back in with my parents." And she's and then my landlady got pretty pissed and talked to me and said, the roach infestation was also my doing, and it was all this thing of anger. My landlady was living with me, so I'll never forget it. I was like, so got berated even though I didn't really deserve it, and so I went back into my room, texted my girlfriend her. So I was like the one hit I call it. It's like, well, strike. Now I'm gonna go back and home with my parents. Strike one. Um, the second thing was I texted her and I said, "Hey, do you have a minute to talk? I'm in a bad mood." And of course, I had not wanted to talk to her when she was in a bad mood, so she texts me. This is in our third month together. Texted me, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling as good as I did when we first started dating. I'm breaking up with you." And yeah, that was something. Ugh. Uh, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So that was like the one hard hit was the scolding I got, which I was really sensitive back then, and I still am sensitive. What the hell am I saying? It was just really sensitive and susceptible. I always thought if people were yelling at me, I was at fault. So that first thing that hit me bad was that. That was the hit one. Hit two was the breakup. Then the next day at work, I dropped and broke my phone, cracked the screen, which doesn't sound too bad, but I hit it at such an angle that the screen crack bled the screen, meaning the screen wouldn't turn on. The coloring had leaked all over inside of the display, whatever. So the phone was dead. So that was like the three bad thing. I call it the three strikes, even though the first one wasn't a strike, but it was, yeah, landlady getting pissed and me having to move back into my parents. Two, the breakup. Three, dropping and breaking my phone. So, and then I said to myself, you know what? There's no way this could get any worse. And throughout the day, as I was really upset about it and depressed, I said, look, I'm going to take a break, redo myself, and get back everything going, and we'll start over. So Craigslist, after a long haul, got me one of my most exciting starting relationships, but also one of my, not the, is it the worst? Yeah, probably because I really liked the girl a lot, and it took me a little bit to get over her. But you know what? I had to go through that in order to learn. That's the main thing. But who knows what tangent I've got off in this whole thing. Anyways, I got to end this. Can't have it longer than an hour, otherwise might get boring. Anyways, the main thing I'd say, Craigslist was awesome. It worked, and it taught me a lot about online relationships to help me when I got my first app, OkCupid, on my new phone. So, yeah, that was a big thing. Anyways, I will be ending it here. This is my first podcast recording. If you listen this far, you've obviously been interested enough. I will post another one tomorrow when I discuss the next topic, OkCupid, my first dating app.